Hello, and welcome to today's episode. I'm going to be your host, the Irrelevant Nerd. Today, we're going to be reviewing Fant4stic, or Fantastic Four, that came out in 2015. So this was actually my first time watch of this movie, because when it came out, I heard nothing but terrible things, was not interested, decided to watch all the Fantastic Four movies in preparation for the new Fantastic Four movie, and boy, what the actual fuck happened with this movie? So we get the opening scene. It's Reed as a kid trying to explain some machine he's working to his teacher, and his teacher is berating him, belittling him, all that, and that's when he meets young Ben Grimm, and it shows a little bit of their life and then a little bit of them in a science fair in high school, which those scenes are fine. They're not great. They're fine. They're classic setup. But after after Reed gets recruited to the Baxter Foundation, the movie is a sharp downhill. This movie is so fucking boring. Like, that's its biggest sin, is this movie is boring as hell. Like, they don't get their powers until halfway through the movie, and they end up going into some alternate dimension to get their powers instead of going up and being exposed to the space rays. And again they decide to include Doom so that all of these characters are connected, and that was how they did it back in the first Fantastic Four theatrically released movie that they made. It's the same shit, and fans didn't like it then. Why would they like it now? This movie somehow does Doom worse than Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. It's actually crazy. How do you get worse than that version, right? So they get their powers. It's legitimately about 50 minutes into the movie, so a little less than halfway, but it's almost there. And my biggest issue when you get to this point is it kind of dawned on me, there is almost no characterization for any of these characters. There's a small few things that are said about them, like Sue is adopted and Johnny's a bit of a hothead, and he has a scene where he's cruising out in his little piece of shit car that apparently he's obsessed with for whatever reason. But the characterization for every single character is terrible. They don't transform, they don't become new people. They get their new powers, but then it's very weak characterization. The Thing looks fucking terrible in this movie. Same with Doom. Doom looks awful. Again, worse than the last Doom we got, who actually has a few moments, at least in Rise of the Silver Surfer, that he looks pretty good. There is nothing here that screams Doom to me. They look awful, and I understand that they wanted to make the Thing look more like real rocks and boulders. It's a mistake. Looks like shit. Looks awful. And I believe, as you know, you're watching through, the very first time that the entire team is actually in a room together and working together, as the Fantastic Four, there is maybe 20 minutes left in this whole movie, and they literally group up before they jump into this other dimension. And it's the first time you see them all together. This is a very light on the Fantastic Four for being a Fantastic Four movie. So you kind of have all these build-ups that are leading the characters at this point, and Sue and Johnny's relationship fucking blows. I don't know why they decided to make them adopted siblings. I heard it was because they wanted more diversity in the cast, so they get Michael B. Jordan, but if you're gonna do that, why not also make Sue black as well, and then they can just be brother and sister. They don't have to be adopted, and they don't have to have this weird tense relationship where they don't actually seem that fond of each other. Their relationship sucks. And then I'm kind of realizing, as we get to the end and Doom is I'm gonna destroy this world so you guys don't destroy my new world that I'm basically a god in. Had they not found Reed and used him to open that portal, this movie would have no conflict whatsoever. Like, at all. It's very weak and thin, and it kind of just pops up, like, right after they get Reed. It's weird. And so they follow Doctor Doom in this other dimension, and of course, what do we find? It's a sky beam, because that's what these comic book movies are really missing, is a sky beam. And this is an interdimensional sky beam, so it's extra cool. So loving more sky beam here. And then, unfortunately, like, they have these are all really solid actors for the most part. Like, you have Miles Teller. He's a great actor, and I actually thought he would have been a good choice for Reed. I love Michael B. Jordan in almost everything that I've seen him in. Kate Mara's extremely talented. I actually do like Jamie Bell quite a bit, even though I think he's a terrible cast for The Thing. He's too small. He needs to be just a little bit bigger. I know that the new, I don't remember his name, but the guy who's going to be playing Fantastic Four, or Thing in the new Fantastic Four movie is not the best, like, looks-wise either, but I'm hoping that he'll do a better job at least getting the spirit of the character a little bit, other than, like, in this one, he is just nothing but angry at Reed almost the whole time until all of a sudden he just isn't, because Reed helped them out. But, it's so weak. It's so weak. Like, they take these great actors. There's a line when Reed is trying to approach Doctor Doom to get him to stop doing what he's doing, and he literally just says, "Victor, don't do this." In that same tone. Like, "Victor, don't do this." Like, the world is literally exploding. He's not yelling. There's no anger. There's no desperation in his voice. He literally just walks up and says, "Victor, don't do this." So the actors, like, I don't know if they just didn't care and didn't put in the effort, or if the script really is that bad. There just isn't enough for them to do. But these are charismatic actors, like leading actors in other movies. They're just come across flat, and like, they're not having a good time. And none of them, I don't know, none of the cast seems to have chemistry with each other. Like, not two of them, not the four of them. None of it works. I was genuinely surprised watching this movie of how terrible it really was. Like, how many times I caught myself rolling my eyes. Like, really, probably my favorite part of the movie is when they're fighting Doctor Doom, and the Human Torch, like, shoots a fireball at Doctor Doom, and the Invisible Woman, like, traps him inside of an orb with that fire. I'm like, that was actually a pretty cool way to combine the powers. Beyond that, the whole final fight is very boring and not really, like, nothing really happens. Like, it's supposed to be super high stakes, but the entire fight feels non-dramatic, and like, it lacks stakes, and like, there really isn't a whole bunch these people are fighting for, whether it's the Fantastic Four or whether it's Doom. It just doesn't work. And then, Reed ends up losing his, like, pieces of his suit that help him control his powers, which there is plenty of precedent in that in the comics. Their suits help them control their powers and adapt, but the way that it's portrayed in this movie is, it seems like they almost don't work at all unless they have the suit. Like, Michael B. Jordan cannot flame on unless he hits the button on his suit that allows the flames to come out. So I didn't like the way that the suits were done. They look terrible. Like, nothing in this movie looks good. The special effects, terrible. Doctor Doom looks shitty. Sue's powers, just like, I don't know, electric blue light. Like, it somehow looks worse than Jessica Alba's powers from the original Fantastic Four movies. So I don't really understand how you do that. So they end up getting to the end, and they tell the government, they're like, "We don't need you watching us, and we're going to do whatever, and like, you're going to work for us now." And they're like, "All right, like, where do you guys want to go?" And in my mind, I'm like, all right, they're going to take over like the Baxter Building in New York, or a skyscraper in New York to kind of set up. And no, it's a giant fucking warehouse in the middle of nowhere. Like, which I understand they're trying to set up so they can do scientific experiments, but like, this movie misses almost everything that makes the Fantastic Four special. The family doesn't work. It looks terrible. The world, like, they were trying to go for more realistic and grounded, and these are just not the fucking characters to do that with. And yeah, this movie might legitimately be in the running for the worst movie I have ever seen. And not in the it's so bad, it's good kind of way. Like, I couldn't even get drunk with friends and enjoy this movie. It's terrible. So somehow this is the worst Fantastic Four movie I had seen. I didn't think there would be any way that it would be as bad as the reviews had led me to believe, and I was right. It was actually way worse. Like, nobody actually prepared me for how fucking garbage this whole movie is. Everything about it. There is very, very little to redeem it other than maybe the first few minutes are fine, and then the cool shot with Johnny's fireball in Sue's like orb when they trap Doctor Doom. That's it. Like, so I don't know, on a scale of like 1 to 10, I don't know, like, it probably like a 1, maybe a 2 if I'm feeling extremely generous, but I'm just not. So this movie is a 1 out of 10 pile of shit, maybe the worst comic book movie I've ever seen, like even worse than Morbius. Like, Morbius has a little bit of the it's so bad it's good, or like Madam Web was even memeable. This is just trash, and so I'm glad to get it out of the way before the new Fantastic Four movie comes out this Friday, and the initial reviews have all been very good, and I'm stoked. My last video, I was saying I think this is finally going to be the Fantastic Four movie that we've been waiting for. And I know that I had said that the Superman movie ranking was going to be my next video, but I really wanted to get this video out before this weekend when the new Fantastic Four movie premieres. And then the Superman rankings really can kind of come whenever. I'm not too concerned about it. But if you guys have seen this one, let me know what you think. I know not a lot of people did. It made like $160 million in theaters off of like $120 million budget. So not a super popular movie at any point. So yeah, let me know what you think. Is this the worst? Do you think it's better than the original two? Like, to me, this makes the original two look better in comparison. In my mind, I'm like, man, maybe I was too hard on those films because I did not realize how shit it could be. But let me know down in the comments if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.